Good morning, my friends. How are you on this beautiful day? Well, it's a beautiful day here. It's going to get really warm today, and tomorrow we're going to be over 40 degrees. I might even venture into the ocean tomorrow. Now listen, those of you who know me know I'm a voracious reader, but you may not know quite how much reading I do. And it occurred to me, look, I'm just going to share with you my office. See, there's books there, there's books there, there's another bookshelf facing me. And I have so many books, and it occurred to me, all the knowledge and the wisdom that I get from them and what I do about it might be of interest to a few of you, because you may not have as much time to do as much reading as I do. Although some of you, Anamika, I know you've got time to do your crosswords. So I thought what I'd do is I'd do a weekly session on what I'm reading, what I'm watching or listening to, and what I'm doing about it, and why. Because I read books for a specific reason, and why I'm doing it. And so I thought today, so what this is all going to be about, this is all going to be about something close to my heart, which is self-development. Okay, self-development, because I believe we were born to have a happy life. And we all want a happy life, but a lot of us don't do anything about it. I read something this morning from Dan Kennedy. Let me tell you what it said. He said, shit happens, success doesn't. He said, most things don't and won't happen as they should. They must be forced, is what he said, but I think they must be organised. So you decide what you want to do, and then you plan it, and then you put things together to make it happen. And so I thought I'd give you an example this morning that most people close to me do know is happening. And this comes from, don't know if you have read it or not. I just had a quick look for my copy. I think I've lent it to someone, from the Barefoot Investor. Once we read the Barefoot Investor, we set up different accounts for different things. And I've got to admit, you know, our utilities account, when we saw how much a month we were paying for utilities, you know, $600, $800, $900. Putting money into that account so you were covered every month was one of the most amazing things, because it took all the pressure off. So next July or August, Russell is probably, not confirmed yet, going to be working in Paris, and I'm going with him. So, you know, success has to be organised. What do we do? So the first thing that I did was, following along the Barefoot Investor's advice, I opened an account called my Smile account. And it makes me smile every time I think about it. And so while we do have a travel account, which is, you know, accumulating really nicely. My Smile account is for my spending while I'm on holiday, or if I'm not going on holiday, it's for if I see a nice piece of clothing that's a little bit expensive. This is for guilt-free spending. Yay! So I've opened a Smile account. I'm starting to put money in there to build it up. So when I go to Paris, he's working, I'm shopping and sightseeing, and it's going to be guilt-free because I'll have my Smile account. The other thing that I'm doing is I have a notebook. Look, I'm Paris. And every time I see someone comment on Facebook, oh, this is an amazing place to go to Paris, this is a great place to go, and here's the address, I put it in my notebook. I've got all these places because I'll never remember them, and some of them look fabulous, but they're not the main big places. They're not the main big places to go to, but they're things that people go, wow, this is so fabulous. And of course, there's a few bookshops in there. Got to go to Shakespeare and Co. when I'm there. So success and happiness doesn't just happen. What you've got to do is decide what you want, and then start to plan on how you're going to make it happen. Now, I've got to tell you, when I sort of start my Smile account, or we start saving for the next trip, I've got no idea how I'm going to save up enough. But every bit of money that comes in, a tiny percentage of it for me now goes into my Smile account. And so it starts to build and it starts to build. And then imagine, being in Paris and being able to spend guilt-free. And we've also got the travel account, so that will cover trains or any, entry into things like that. So that's how you go about creating a happy life. You think about something that you want, and sure, this is not a month away. That makes it harder. But if you look ahead and you plan it, it's amazing how you can make it happen. First time I did this, I went to Thriller Fest in New York. Russell said to me, why don't you go? And we set up an account and we put money in every month. And I went to Thriller Fest in New York and met all the top thriller writers, which I'll tell you about another time. So every Thursday, I'm going to do a live to share with you what I'm reading and why, what I'm doing, what I'm listening to. And like I said, I read so much. I read on average about 80 books a year, and that's not counting my Audible books or my ebooks. And there's a lot of wisdom and there's a lot of knowledge. And if I can share it with you, then you don't have to read them all anyway. So if you like the idea, please like the post and please share the post. Let's spread some happiness around Facebook. Let's help people live happier lives, because Lord only knows what's going on out there ain't that great. So let's make our lives happy, because if you're happy, you spread it to other people. So Thursday morning, this is going to be the self-development and working towards a happy life. And then on a Friday, I'm going to be doing a business live. So that'll be tips and what am I reading that's helping me with my business, or, what am I doing that's making my business run better. So if you know anybody in business, let them know. Friday morning live. But this one is self-development and happiness. So I will see you all next Thursday. Bye.